Hello, esports fans. This is Dr. John Price here from Henderson State University, esports director here, and I'm here joined by James Subway Mounts, who's going to help me cast this match of University of Houston versus Henderson State University in Valorant. Should make for an exciting one. This is the fourth match of the current pool play that's happening in the Valorant League that Henderson State is participating in. So, and of course, I already mentioned him once before, but I'll give him a chance to introduce himself. Subway, as I just will affectionately call him, as always, as part of it. Thank you for being here. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, it feels good to be here. I always enjoy casting a little bit.
Yeah, indeed. Likewise, and it will be an interesting one because I'm going to come out here and just say it here, myself as well as Subway. While we have some knowledge of Valorant, it is by no means our specialty. So you're going to need to understand that at times there might be, well, let's be honest, a lot. I will mispronounce things and I will be confused. Subway was going to do his best to help dispel some of that confusion and maybe add a little bit more of his own confusion to the milieu. It will be fun, I'm sure. But yeah, should be exciting. What are you looking forward to in this match, Subway?
Lot of big plays.
A lot of big plays.
I want to see some pop-offs and a lot of clutches and stuff like that. That's always the most exciting thing to me when watching games like this and from my time playing Counter-Strike. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping we see some crazy stuff that you could easily put in a highlight reel because that's just really fun to me.
Indeed. I'm hoping we see some great shots as well overall. It's one of the great things about first-person shooters. There are some amazing things that can happen. I know last week there was a 1v4 where one of the players, Maddie for Henderson State University, managed to come back and win a round against the opponents that we were facing that week, even though, a 1v4. That's not something you normally win. So it's always exciting when something like that happens. And that's one of the great things about FPS games, especially games like Valorant, like Counter-Strike, which are both kind of based on a similar type of aspect there. And we're starting to load in now, so I'll go ahead and I'll swap screens because now we move into our first phase of what's going on. And so we'll see here, and Subway, I assume you got everything set. You can see it now too?
I'm still loading in just a bit, but I can see that we're on Haven. Oh, here we go.
Yep, here we go. Yep, so a little bit behind myself as well. So this point, for those of you that haven't watched this type of game, there isn't really a ban phase that exists comparatively to, say, League of Legends or anything else like that. And instead what happens is the teams lock their different characters they're going to play because both teams have full access to both sets of characters, and then they kind of go from there. And being on the defenders, being on the attackers, and at this point, I think we have the two confused. I'm going to have to swap some stuff around because it seems I thought a way was going to look one way, but it seems like it doesn't. So I will take care of that right now. Whoops. That caused more problems than I was hoping for while we get some stuff set up. But any thoughts right now on some of the agents? That's right. That's what this game calls the characters. Agents this time around.
The biggest thing for me is it's very different between the agents that were selected for Houston and Henderson. So Henderson took a little bit more of a defensive idea with Breach, Brimstone, Sage, Raze to an extent, which is good because they are starting defense, but I don't know. I feel like Henderson's going to have a bit of trouble when it comes to the attacking side after the side swap. But same goes for Houston. I feel like they could have a little bit of trouble on the defending side because they took Phoenix and Omen and Jet, which, while they're still strong, they're not the greatest defensive agents, in my opinion.
Very true and such. It's going to be interesting, and that's the thing. Like, certain agents have very much a flair for one side or another. And while all the agents are, of course, viable in some way, regardless of which side they're on, but it's definitely a little different, of course. So a quick transition over here. I think the stream froze for a second, so my apologies there. Go ahead and we'll swap off that and we'll see what's happening here. We got some huge action. We're going to watch number one here from Frog.
Big mid engage.
Gets picked off really quick there. We'll see what else. Getting a couple of shots.
They're going towards C. They're opting not to go towards B here, which is fine. Phoenix is on site. Sage didn't quite catch it, so they've got all on site here.
Phoenix and retake. We're watching the Phoenix right now, and gets a good pick off. This is not looking good for right now for starting round. And yeah, that was a pretty clean round there from Houston. Henderson, it's one of those things when you have an eco around. The beginning of this is eco, of course, and so Subway, you're pretty familiar with Counter-Strike. What is the purpose of these early pistol rounds, essentially?
These early pistol rounds are meant to build up an economy and give, of course, the team that wins the first round a bit of an edge going forward. So when you see a team like Houston win the pistol round with, only one member dying, they've got a pretty big money advantage going into the future. You see they've got, a lot of SMGs here, whereas Henderson's still on pistols. But I think the biggest thing to talk about there isn't necessarily the money they got. I think it's kind of more along the lines of how they played that round.
Ooh, good pick off by the Phoenix.
Yeah, they're taking it very quickly. They're not giving Henderson time to get picks here because they know that defensive agent selection that Henderson's got is a lot better at holding sites over extended periods of time. So they're just rushing as soon as possible.
Ooh. Yeah, and this is Henderson's really not having much of a chance right here. Maybe get some kills. Oh, does not, unfortunately. So rough 2-round start, but definitely nothing. It's one of the things when you have economies and such. You might have a couple of rounds that go poorly, but you can easily get back in with a couple of good victories or what have you, not too far.
Yeah, Henderson's got to find a way to adjust to the speed that Houston's taking here, though, because if they keep rushing sides like that, it's not looking great. And you see they're trying to by putting 3 over towards C side, but that leaves A weak. And Houston's kind of seeing that coming as they're stacking all 5 towards A.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this could be bad.
Go ahead and watch number 4 here, which is Cabbage Cow from Henderson State.
Oh, that was good.
Wow.
That was good by the Breach.
Yep, Breach just gets a knock and and manages to pull it off. Great hold there by Cabbage Cow. Let's go ahead and head over to watch an 8 and see he's going to be ready. He's got a horde of Henderson players about to come in. Does some blind firing but doesn't connect.
They're still committing to the push. Houston. Oh. Houston loses Omen and Killjoy's just a 1v5 here.
Oh, gets taken. And
that was a great round.
That was very good. Henderson, it's one of the things to know. If you haven't watched Valorant before, what happens is if you're on the losing side multiple times in a row, you get a little bit of extra money each round to kind of create a chance to still have those things. So sometimes you purposely will not buy anything in order to, in a round or so, be able to buy good weapons and such and still be, try to get a clear and in turn fix your economy.
Yeah, I think Phoenix really threw that round. Phoenix, has already opened up with 5 kills this game, which is really great. But he died to Breach there for no real reason. He just stood still and one of Breach's abilities, which that wasn't necessary. And it really gave the Henderson's Breach the opportunity to stop the push and give time for rotations. You can see they've already spotted 4 here, so they're going to call for early rotations.
We're going to watch 2. We got Big Worm. See what he got coming out here.
This is good to back off and play defensive. That's the... Oh! Frog gets a kill on the Omen, but it gets traded. Plants down, 4v4. Oh, Jet gets spotted there. Can't kill him in time, though. Breach is holding long here. It's decent for Henderson, but they've got to get on the defuse quickly, and they've got to trust their teammates to hold it. Good kill from the Sage. They got to get on the defuse now. They have to defuse it.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, here it comes.
They have enough time, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like they're fine.
Very slow, meticulous retake there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Breach played it a little bit too passive, and could have helped out a little bit more, but great plays from the Sage, and you see now Sage has ult. Jet also has ult, but Sage's is a little bit more influential at this point.
Yep. So from those fans that might have that have played Counter-Strike, maybe not much Valorant, some of the things that Valorant adds are you don't really have as many of the utility items you once did, say, in Counter-Strike, but instead all your different characters have utility items baked into their kit. So it's almost a combination between a MOBA and a first-person shooter that leans a lot more on the first-person shooter Counter-Strike element comparative to, say, Overwatch. Ooh, getting some shots off there. Frog almost gets taken off the map already. We're going to walk over to 5. It looks like this push is coming. They're going to do a fake push over to C and then see what happens.
But you notice that Houston's already opting not to go A. They've failed to take twice now. Oh, Sage gets another kill, but they're pushing C.
Oh, but
Sage
yep,
goes
there
down.
goes Break, swapping over to Frog, who's low. Oh, gets taken down by some blind fire.
Dicey situation, but they're so stacked onto the bomb site that it's really hard.
Trade. Uh-oh. Oh, gets taken out there. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that there was much more Henderson could have done there. I think they could have rotated a bit faster because when it came to all the A takes, they rotated very quickly, but the rotation seemed slightly delayed there. It seemed like they weren't too sure that C was going to be the commitment for Houston, so they kind of hovered. I think the Brimstone and somebody else, I can't remember who, were sitting around mid for a little bit too long there, but otherwise just came down to not looking in the right places and getting the shots off of it.
Now Henderson favoring C and B this time, but still having that kind of flanking breach. See if he gets anything of it. Ooh, that was unfortunate.
Dangerous.
Yep. That pick gets punished. Uh-oh. Oh no. Henderson getting a little caught out.
Look at Killjoy on 0. She goes A here and they don't catch it.
This is going to be dangerous. Uh-oh.
Breach might go down.
Yep. Oh, no, he walks just away and just turns around, but no, does not have a chance to react. This is looking very dangerous, and it looks like, oh, we're swapping over to 2. Good damage.
Rotating.
Huge spike carrier down.
That was great.
Yep.
By the Brimstone. Because A side was completely taken, so if they get past Brimstone there, they take A and it's a 2v4.
Watch the 7 here in the middle. Oh no, the Phoenix comes right around.
Sage ult was used.
One enemy remaining.
Killjoy goes down. 3v1. That was a great Sage ult here. They know where Phoenix is.
Oh no. Goes down. There we go. Henderson managed to stop it. Yep. Very even play so far.
Brimstone saved it.
Yep.
One of the biggest things to look at here, though, is the amount of ults. There's 4 up for each team. Omen ult is down, and Sage ult's down, both of them being used in that last round. But, I don't know. For attacking side, I really like Houston's ults a little bit more here, but I'm not saying that's going to, make the difference. Henderson can definitely still hold on to a site, but I think they're going to go for a hard stack on A here and use all their ults to get the defense to get another round on the board and kind of ruin the economy.
It makes sense.
Look at Henderson's money here. There's not a lot of them that have a lot left. Frog and Sage are fine for another round if they lose this, but the rest of them are going to be forced to eco or buy light.
Yeah. And that's one of those aspects of Valorant that, kind of adds an extra level and such. It's like, it's not just, can you hit the best shots, but it's also like how you're playing in the sense. Uh-oh. That
Sage gets punished.
Is bad.
Killjoy ult's out.
A lot of delaying happening here.
That's a waste of Killjoy ult, honestly. Jet's also got her ult activated at the moment. Nobody's on C, though. Henderson's completely missing this. They get the kill on Killjoy, but nobody's on C. 4 people from Houston all
looks like Henderson's starting to send someone over, but yeah.
Phoenix does use ult as well.
Yeah. Oh no, he's gonna get picked. Oh, yeah, Phoenix uses his ult to spot out the Henderson team over in the corridor.
They can retake this, but they gotta watch for Jet.
Ooh,
Jet goes down. This could be good.
No,
Omen down.
Huge.
If they can hold long, they've got a good shot here. They gotta be aware of short, though. Phoenix is in a good spot.
Oh, it gets picked
Phoenix
off.
traded.
Yep, Phoenix trades.
They know the last one's long, but can they hold it? She's gonna stick here.
It's pushing. Nice.
Nice!
Woo, is it in time?
That's amazing.
It is. Well done, Henderson. Ace.
Look at how many ults were used on the side of Houston there. The only one left is... No, they have none left.
They have none? Yeah. No, that's not looking good. And Henderson's economy has gotten a bit of a recovery there. Houston still healthy, but if they take another loss there, that's going to make it an eco round at least one. So they need a win here.
They will definitely look for an eco if they lose this next round, I think, for Houston.
Yeah,
but either way, that was a really good retake from Henderson's side. They really played around each other's abilities.
Yep. Frog really paid them back after that getting deleted off the previous round there.
Yeah. And you can see Frog's kind of adjusted here and isn't peeking that anymore because they know it's a common pre-fire. Look at 4 here. Getting aggressive towards long. the breach.
Yep,
He-
rotating in.
He knows that nobody's A, so they're safe to 4-stack C and B here. And he's going to slowly flank. He needs to be careful that he doesn't get
Oh,
caught
no.
by the
Yep.
other breach here.
Ooh, careful. Oh, he's risking a bit. Yeah, now he's shown himself. Hopefully, he's probably going to have to just back here.
3 people are peeking him now. He needs to be careful about re-peeking this angle.
Yep.
I think he just sits still and lets them come to him,
Mm-hmm.
or rotates when a push starts. There's a good crossfire set up towards B, so I think that Houston's going to be in trouble if they go B side here.
Yep. Go ahead and watch 7 because it seems like he'll be the one pushing, or they're really waiting. Watch. 4 still
Looking
just
at
causing
Jet here.
problems.
Jet's taking some aggressive angles towards mid. It looks like they want to look B. Look at 0 here. Killjoy's peeking the breach.
Oh
Who's going to
no.
win the trade?
Oh, unfortunate. Yep, that's big.
Nice headshot on Killjoy. 2's
But yeah,
forced to
not a
rotate
lot
to
of
A
time
immediately.
left though. So
Commits
watch
in
through
on B.
3.
Left.
Oh, this could be huge. Huge
Good
for-
positioning.
Oh, unfortunately gets taken out, but another good kill. Lots of trades though. Oh no! Big Worm was right in the middle of a windup and just gets taken out. This is really difficult. Frog. Oh, there we go. Gets a kill. But 2v1.
It's doable. This is what I said I wanted to see. They know the bomb's planted A at this point, or they should, if they hear it.
Yep.
She can definitely do this.
No ult, but has a heal.
The breach is kind of low as well, so it doesn't take a perfect headshot to kill him.
Well, even if the bomb goes off at this point, it's just, oh no, nope.
That was good to let the
Unfortunate.
turret do the work there on the side
Yeah.
of Houston.
Smart.
But I think the money's going to be okay. I think Henderson still goes for a buy here. It's not going to be great on the Brimstone, but not the end of the world. He
Mhm.
might even be able to get a drop if he's lucky. But that definitely, well, really, Houston's still not great on money either. They've got people that can buy, of course, the 2 that survived that round, if somebody needed it. But if they lose this round, they're definitely not going to be too happy. Mostly SMGs, though,
Yeah,
on the side of Henderson.
yeah. Henderson's gotta. They really need to make this work. The what limited buy they did do, they need to make it worth it here.
Look at the aggression.
Huge.
They're just straight up
yeah.
pushing C.
Oh, I think they're. Oh, good delays, but Henderson's rotating.
Ah,
Yeah, that's bad.
good flash on Sage there.
See if. Ooh, good blind fires. Just keeping Henderson out of there. Oh Lord, that's bad.
Spike planted.
Oh yeah, this is not looking good right now. Henderson needs to
Brimstone.
get something. Oh
I don't think
no.
Brimstone should have used ult there.
No. Yeah, it didn't seem to. Yep. So unfortunate situation here. This is probably. Oh, is Henderson just gonna get? I got one. Yeah, but unfortunate there. So that's really gonna hurt Henderson now here, especially because of that buy. That might have been a better place to eco, but yeah, I think Oh, they're still buying.
Well, the good thing is because they all bought SMGs and committed to that together, their money is still okay for this round.
Yeah.
They're not going to have as much utility as they'd like, but they've really got to find ways to match that aggression on C. Because the aggressive C pushes are what are winning all of these rounds for Houston.
Yeah, exactly. We got another stack looking like to head towards A.
Good information that the breach got there from Henderson.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to try to slow the push down.
No, doesn't happen so much.
Raze gets caught in mid by the Omen.
Oh
That's
no,
unfortunate.
Phoenix ult.
Spike planted.
They over-rotate to try to punish that Omen, thinking he's still flaking.
Oh, and gets taken out, unfortunately. Houston having some great one. Ult coming out
look at this.
by Jesse.
Sage commits the ult and gets a kill.
Oh, nice pick off there by Konatoki, but gets taken out and he drops into sights.
Oh
But
my
good
God.
kills, huge kills
So many
here.
great picks.
Great picks.
They
And
know that she's short.
yep. And yep, gets it. So that should be it. Nice.
That was an amazing retake.
Very
Committed
good
the
retake.
Sage ult.
Yep. Good Sage ult. Good clear, multiple easy picks there coming out for Henderson. So they've gotten some really good retakes. I'll say that.
They have. Their holds, they've got to kind of work on though, because they're really reactive holds, but they picked proactive agents. You know, like Sage has the walls, Brimstone has smokes, Breach has flashes. There's so many proactive things they could be doing with the holds, but they're really just kind of waiting for
Something to
Houston to take
happen.
site. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of those things like that's always interesting how different agents in this case or what have you mechanics kind of exist to allow for different play styles, and we kind of see here is like you could play a very defensive reactive kind of situation. Instead Henderson picks a proactive one, but yeah,
Look at this. Breach doesn't take the aggressive angle for once, and then they start rushing A.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
They know it's there, but it's a little bit slow. Killjoy ult comes in. They have to give up A site here, but it's not a great Killjoy ult. He can actually get into heaven.
We'll see if Cabbage Cows or Frog are able to do any, or Kanatoki are able to do anything with this.
No ults for Henderson here. This is a hard retake.
Very hard one.
They're coming in together. Big rush.
Good kill. Trade. Oh, 2 down.
2 for 2.
Blind
They know
fire.
the Omen's on site. Breach needs to get out of heaven here and go help.
Yeah, he has to get in. Oh, lots of great trades, but Henderson still. Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah. Breach stayed in heaven too long there. Should have committed and jumped down when their whole team was fighting.
Unfortunate. Yep. Let's see.
Last
Money wise,
in the half.
overall, like this has been really evenly matched. I think I'm really interested to see how attack side goes, honestly, at this point for Henderson, because I think if they were attacking, like the best work they've been doing here is when they've been as a group and trying to breach a site or something so far. And I think on attack side, it'll be interesting to see how their choices really play out here.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a bit disappointed in the agent selection for Henderson here because I don't really see a lot of these brimstone smokes or anything like that being put to great use.
Mm-hmm.
But Sage is here with a shotgun. Here's him picking up the ult. Could they get picked by Omen here mid? This is risky here.
Yeah, this is not going to be easy. Uh-oh. Now watch 4. Oh, no.
That was a bit over
Oh,
aggressive.
no.
from the team.
And Henderson loses, too.
Spike down mid.
One
Spike
straight
carrier
back.
down. Oh, well, and heals up with ult. Nice! Huge hit by Frog. 2v2.
One enemy
Huge
remaining.
play.
2v1.
Spike down mid.
They've got to know where Phoenix is, though. They have to keep an eye on it.
Yep.
They find him?
And they get
Nice.
it. Wow. Even trades
That was-
there. Huge.
That
Huge.
was amazing from the Reyna, I think that one's called.
Yep.
Switching sides.
That was amazing.
All right, so Henderson keeps it even. Now Henderson's on the attack. Like, thoughts here? So, because I know we were discussing kind of like the different champion agent selection. What is Henderson going to really need to do here to be able to kind of pop off, so to speak?
They need to. One thing they've really been doing well is peeking corners together, or peeking angles together, and setting up good trades. They need to play in small groups of 2 to 3 when they're taking these sites, and they can't lose trades 1 for 2 or something like that. They need to go even in the trades and get the sites quickly. People like Omen and Phoenix can rotate to sites quickly, and their ults can be very influential in the round, so they need to take the sites before those ults have a chance to have a major impact.
Ooh,
Great
nice
headshot.
headshot there.
They know it's A now, but they're going quickly, just like I said, which is great. They've got to find this Killjoy here and not let Killjoy get too many kills. That's great. Good trade. Oh!
Close.
Killjoy does take an extra one out there. 3v3. Excuse me. 3v3.
Mm-hmm.
They got to look at the Phoenix here coming from the flank.
Yep.
Phoenix does get spotted out there.
Last player standing.
Oof. Great
Oh,
play
no.
from Breach.
Yep.
Great read
Yeah.
on every location of the attackers there from the Breach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good initial take, but unfortunately losing 2 to that Killjoy wasn't great.
Nope.
They got the trade, but and killed the Killjoy, but unfortunately I think it was a grenade or something. I don't even understand Killjoy's abilities. Ended up finishing off another player. I think if that player stays alive, it's a completely different round.
Sure, sure. I can definitely see that. It'll be interesting to see. Let's see. We're still. Defenders did go, and Houston did do a pretty hard buy here, or at least with, so far in the eco of this half, already all going up to submachine guns, which I think at this point, I mean, just makes sense. But we'll see if it. Yeah.
Oh!
Wow! And that.
Wow.
Yeah, that paid for itself. That really paid for itself. So Henderson gets 1 kill, but yeah, the buying there, that could have gone poorly if Henderson was able to get some kills off and get something from it. But yeah, no, great play, just clean house by Houston.
And one thing to be fair, in games like this, if you win that pistol round, you're always gonna buy guns. So you're never expected, as Henderson at this point, to necessarily win the next round. Your goal is to do a little bit of damage and kind of take some of those guns away. So they did that and killed 1. That's not the ideal situation, but it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. Right, exactly. And that's, again, that's part of what economy and the like adds to this game. It's not just simply headshots. It's also understanding, like, okay, how much resources are we committing and the like. Okay, they know that they've got some mid.
Look at them slowly pushing towards C, but they're not committing together. And we're really careful.
Uh-oh.
Breach is rotate. The rotation's early, and Henderson's a bit too slow on the take.
No.
They do open up with 2 kills for 1 though.
Yeah, not terrible.
And another kill.
That's 3.
This could be good. The Raze hasn't been spotted here.
No,
Raze
gets
gets
taken
another.
out. 3-1.
That's good. That's good for Henderson. Look, they're collapsing together. Breeze coming behind.
Let's see what Arizona T can
Brimstone,
do. Oh, it
Oh.
gets taken off on the side.
That was a great take right
Yeah,
there.
well done. Well executed.
Completely missed opportunity there for Houston though, because Raze killed somebody in that connector area, and they knew it, but they just forgot and seemed to not react to it at all, and just walk in there. Where I was watching, I believe, I think it was the Breach that I was watching, and he didn't even look to try to find the Raze. Just pretended they weren't there.
It's one of those things, the communication between the teams, even if you're dead or if you killed someone, is really important to help people like know what's happening. That's one of the things, like communication is huge in this particular game because of that. So much ground to cover, and they have these little maps, but those maps don't always tell the entirety of the story.
Yeah. Keep an eye on the difference here between Henderson and Houston's attacking side. Houston kind of just rushed everything, but Henderson's playing a bit more defensive because Houston's just overall a more aggressive team. Watch Omen here. He could pick off the Reyna. He's in an unexpected angle.
Oh, yep, unfortunate.
No damage even comes across as a trade, unfortunately.
That is not good for Henderson.
Okay. Sage
picks.
does use the ult and get the trade, but another one goes down on sight.
Oh, great kills out there by Arizona T.
That's great. By the Reyna, they gotta watch this flank though. Phoenix is coming behind. Their take is kind of slow.
They gotta watch up in. Oh, get nice pick off there up in heaven, right?
This could be bad if they don't realize the Phoenix is behind. You see Breach walking to prep for it, but the Reyna doesn't realize he's already past him. They don't realize that Phoenix is already gone. This could be bad, but Reyna is holding a defensive angle. They hear him.
They know now.
They do 100% know now, and they're both gonna play together here, which is great. A little bit of pre-fire almost gets lucky. Phoenix is in a rough spot.
Ah, there we go.
Nice.
Well, nice pick off. And again, we're back to even Steven, so to speak.
That was a great attack by Henderson again. It was really looking bad, but Sage committing that ult really saves the round, and also getting the kill on the Omen was amazing.
Huge. Looks like this is probably going to be an eco then coming out from Houston at this point. Maybe a little bit of a buy, but yeah, it looks like they're doing an eco. Henderson's still flush with cash. Economy-wise, yeah, Henderson's got to be happy with this.
They do. One thing they need to be careful of, though, is they're investing in a lot of sheriffs on the side of the defense here. If any of those sheriffs find their mark and get a kill and grab a gun, this could be bad. But it is a hard gun to get kills with.
Getting a little damage there. Getting a rotate on this 9.
At
Arizona
this point, they
team.
know it's a eco, but the Jet's flanking so fast.
Oh, look,
Jet's
and they're
still
not
pushing
seeing
flank.
it. Just Oh my gosh, none of those connected for Arizona T. If one of those had, that would have been huge, but nope, no connections.
And that's kind of what I was saying. The Sheriff is one of those guns that's a bit of a gamble. If you manage to get a couple hits off,
Ooh,
that's great. Oh,
big worm
Breach
goes
kills
on. That's not good.
Gets traded on though, so the gun's still there.
Oh, huge! Somebody's not going to like that. Oh, it gets taken out still, though. Plant down. Henderson's still looking really good here.
They are, but they got to be really careful because either way, they are on a full buy here versus an eco.
Yeah.
If they manage to lose this round,
Yeah,
then the defense is going to have all ults and a huge buy next round. It's going to be dangerous. They have to hear the movement here and know that they're coming from their spawn.
Yep.
Are they going to save or are they going to commit? They look like they want to commit, but I don't agree with that play from Houston. I think they saved.
Oh, and he gets taken out. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Houston. That was, like you were saying, sometimes it's better just to give it so you can get it later.
Omen does save with the Phantom. Ah!
Oh, no. That is very unfortunate.
Not the end of the world, though. They've still got good money on Henderson's side. They're all pretty wealthy. They just got to be careful of these ults.
Yep.
These buys look very identical. There's only one gun that is not a Vandal on the field right now, and that's a Phantom that Omen saved.
Look, if you're not using the AK-47, essentially, or 74, I don't know. I don't know. I think that's just the right option.
Look at the mid stack. Look at the mid stack from the defense. They're rushing.
This
They're
is
rushing
an
through mid,
interesting
but Henderson's
choice.
ready. Henderson's ready for it.
Yeah, there's the Phoenix ult. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Huge.
Sage gets a pick. Does he know there's two?
Gets a trade. Trade back.
Sage has ult again.
Oh, that's going to be a heal up for Henderson then if he decides to use it now or save it.
I think Sage should use it here just to be safe. He does. Look at the Phoenix flanking.
Yep, I see it. Watching. What? Ooh,
Good
Henderson's
catch,
already
Breacher.
pushing in. This could be really bad. Someone's got to look behind. Uh-oh, he might pick off Frog in the
timing?
back. Ooh,
They barely
just
make it through.
barely misses it. But now they got to watch long. Yep, now Henderson's already got.
Breach is watching.
Oh, he didn't pick up the church. Oh, gets a hit, but yeah. Oh, 2, 3. Oh my gosh! Wow, that just changed this entire round. That's massive. Uh-oh. Oh, barely missed it. Oh, gets still. Oh no. Wow. Okay, Breach is gonna have to. Wow, the blind fire. Wow, great spray control. Huge
That was
there.
a very scary round, but they get away with getting 2 of the Houston ults. Great play by Phoenix there.
Yeah, great
Just playing
play.
it so slow.
Money situation not looking good over there on Houston at all. But it's like what they've lost the last 4 though, so they are getting some extra now from the kind of like a. I forget what the name of it is. Catch up. Yeah, whatever.
Lost
it's called.
bonus.
Yeah, lost
Look at
bonus.
this
There we
though.
go.
We haven't seen an operator yet this game, and for the first time, there's an operator peeking mid.
There you go. Let's see if that's going to affect anything.
One of the Jet here is still on a pistol. I think they forgot to buy.
Yeah.
That's just classic. They didn't get any gun. Unless they're going with ult. They are. The Jet's pushing with ult here. Which makes a lot of sense. Slow push up mid. Only Omen's watching it.
Oh, there's.
Race is pushing. Oof. Omen really got saved.
Oh,
by the
no.
breaks there. They've got C.
Oh, they didn't
don't.
clear the corner, and that just lets my tiny 4-inch. Oh, okay. Really, probably should have read that first. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, just a little bit of a miss there, not clearing that corner gives the Phoenix a lot of kills.
Reasons why I don't read names of people that play.
I'm gonna be honest, that was hilarious.
I get it. I get it. All right. Focusing back on the game and not on stupidity on Dr. Bryce's part. All right. So, all right. So that was huge. Henderson has some money. Uh-oh. Big Worm only has a pistol. I think he's just going eco, I guess, at this point. But not a great situation we're looking at. Oh, getting turret damage coming out.
Looks like it's gonna be another C take maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Taking it slow though.
He
Could
might
be a kill for
rotate.
Phoenix here. Never mind.
Nice. Frog takes one. Those
That's
are
a good
names I
ult
can
down.
say.
Look at this. The one kill, they're rotating to A. Even though the kill was like in between B and C because they think that the Jet's gonna rotate. Jet doesn't,
doesn't
though, and is ready
rotate.
for it.
Yep, doesn't,
That's
but
an
does not
operator.
get that opera hit.
She's
oh.
repeating.
Oh, and hits it even on the move. Wow, that
Omen
was
ult.
big.
Oh, Omen fell off the box by accident.
Uh-oh.
They're changing their mind again.
Oh,
They've
this
heard the Omen ult.
indecisive.
Well, they've heard the Omen ult and realized that Jet has an operator, so they're taking a gamble with any angle they peek against that.
Yep.
So because they know Omen and Jet are both there, they want to rotate somewhere else. I think, in their opinion, it makes more sense to go
Oh,
take the
this
gamble
is,
versus the
gotta
Killjoy.
wait for the smoke to go down if you're gonna peek that.
Killjoy goes down,
there you
3v3.
go.
30 seconds left.
This could go either way right now.
Yeah, this is
There's only
gonna be a
one
rough
ult.
one.
Only one ult up, and it's Breach's ult. I want to look at Omen here. Omen's the key one in this play. The other two are breaking through a wall, and they've heard both of their shots, so they know where they're coming from. But Omen's the one where if he kills this Brimstone, it could get dangerous.
Let's see what happens. Oh, not a lot happening. Oh, huge pick.
The push comes through from short.
Enemy remaining.
Oh no, it doesn't. Ooh,
Unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate there.
Yeah, I think they've got it here.
This has been a very, very tight map overall. Just neck
It
and
has.
neck.
I think the problem there was Sage committed too much to watching where the Omen was, and they didn't commit enough eyes towards short.
Yep.
Because I think if they get a single kill there, it slows down the retake enough to where the bomb just goes off.
Right. Now, this is a dangerous situation now for Henderson. Not a lot of money just in general. They're going to have to... they're debating right now, do they do an eco here and then hope they'll have enough to really be able to buy the 2 rounds after, or what? Because this is not a good situation for Henderson economy-wise.
Well, they're doing a light buy, which is really smart, because if they go for a full buy here and lose the round, then
Oh, nice
basically
pick.
Down A.
the game's going to be at 12
Yeah.
for the defense. So going for the light buy gives them the chance to where if they lose this round, still buy full next.
And it looks like they're just going to rotate out. They take the op, they take the kill, and they're just going to head back to C. And it looks
It's
like...
a good call.
Yeah. The question is, can they get on the site without losing too many people here?
Do they catch Killjoy on this peak,
Yeah,
though?
they need this peak. Oh, let's swap him to 3.
Raise one
Oh,
early.
that doesn't get it. No, Maddie was...
Spike down.
Mad was close, but didn't.
They got 3 on site now. Brimstone pushes in alone, not
Oh,
together,
no.
unfortunately.
Yeah, that's just not... You can't do that. Oh, nice pick off there by Kanatoki.
This is rough. Brimstone shouldn't have gone on with the bomb like that alone.
No, yeah, and that really has made this probably... This is probably a situation where you just save. Like, you have an op, you have a... Or
They
operator.
They do have Sage ult, so if they can get a pick here, I think they Sage ult and push, but they need to do it in the next couple seconds.
Houston just needs to wait. Like, I don't know. Uh-oh. Yeah, nice pick off there by Houston, and yeah, there we go. This is really rough situation, but because it was a light buy, Henderson can at least buy for these next couple of rounds. But yeah, it's not easy. Not a good one.
So the score limit in this is 12, correct?
No, it's 13.
Oh, okay. Either way, I think Henderson has to win this round. They lose this round, they're going to be broke, and it's going to be very hard for them
Yeah.
to stop.
It's a lot of pressure here in this round.
Whereas Houston, if they lose this round, they're not too upset because you still see $7,500 on the Jet. They have so much money to play with. A lot of them looking towards mid, but Jet's op scares them off. Killjoy could get a picker on Raze.
Oh, unfortunately.
That's a big ult that's down there too, unfortunately.
Yep, they needed that. Oh, and get blinded.
Sage could potentially revive there, but they need to get the site with Sage still alive.
Oh no,
This
this
is
is
unfortunate.
just... No, yeah, this is...
Sage commits ult, but it's just not good.
Nope. Not enough.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, this is looking really difficult for Henderson right now.
Match point.
Few unfortunate rotations and buys, and they're in this situation now.
Yeah, it's possible, but it's very hard.
I'm gonna need some clutch kills here. That's no question there, and it has to force an overtime too. So
Yep. So are these best of threes?
no, these are two single maps essentially.
Got you.
Yeah, because this is pool play, so the overall kind of map count and scores during those will affect points going into the next stage.
Got you.
All right. Well, Henderson again playing very kind of. And at this point, makes sense. They need to play this way because there's really no other option they have right now. That's one of the problems because this operator had great pick off there by Kanatoki. Oh,
They gotta watch Phoenix here. They're
Yep.
pushing into him. They do get him.
They get him though. Yep. Trade for trade. Henderson
So
still.
Ray's bot misses Omen here though. Ray's is gonna go down to him.
Oh no! Oh, Mazareth gets taken out by just with a blind walk-in.
Ooh,
There we go. Cabbage Cow takes off. Uh-oh.
Ray's planning a bit early here. Can Brimstone protect him? They don't realize the other breach is already here.
It's bad. Yeah, let's see what happens. Oh, he sees it. Oh, misses, though. Oh, no. This is rough. Oh, wow. That was just a lot of blind firing happening here.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, and gets just,
Unfortunate.
yeah, unfortunate. Close, very close, but no cigar here. So first game goes to University of Houston. Some great plays on both sides, but just some issues of eco that really hampered a couple of rounds there at the end, and then some unfortunate, but some very good plays overall. Let's go ahead. I think we'll be heading into, I don't know if they're playing again on Haven or they have to go back to the lobby. I think they're going to have to go back to the lobby here in a second. So I'll go ahead and have us go back to the caster screen while we wait for everything to kind of transition over and such. And so Henderson down in the first one, but definitely not out yet. So it'll be interesting to see kind of where to go next. So what are some thoughts? I know one of the things we talked about was the agent picks was particularly interesting here. And I think sometimes we did see that Henderson just didn't have some of the tools they needed on attacker side. What are your thoughts kind of there going into this next game?
Raze and Brimstone really didn't do very much utility-wise that entire game. Sage used her utility really well. Reyna, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what Reyna's utility does. I did like a lot of the breach ability usage there, but there was just not a lot of good stuff out of the Raze and the Brimstone. So I feel like, I mean, they're not terrible operator picks, but they've got to use their utility more, get some more kills, get some orbs, so that they can get that utility more often. Because I just didn't see enough there to make it feel like those were worthwhile operator picks.
Yeah. No, I definitely.
Whereas everybody on the side of Houston, really, if you think about it, had some really good plays with their utility.
Yep.
Even Jet.
No, that was definitely a rough situation there for Henderson, and yeah, it's one of those things. You got to be able to use those utility skills at the right moment and synchronously with your teammates. And if you miss them, you're losing a lot. It's one of those things. There's a reason why you almost always try to have as many smokes as you can or flashbangs as you can when you're playing Counter-Strike if you have the money, because that utility is just instrumental in creating an advantage and the like in the game. And so Henderson's going to have to kind of think about what exactly they're going to need to do here next to kind of get out of this situation and move into to change it. I mean, it was a close game. That's the important thing here. So it's by no means was that like some blowout or something. So I guess that's the important thing for Henderson to take. If I'm kind of in the room there with Henderson talking to them, I'd be saying that was close. We had some unfortunate picks. We need to use certain things a little bit better. But Henderson had some great retakes and had some great attacks too. So and holds. So there's a lot of play here that's left to go. So it'll be interesting to see where things go from here. Still waiting to kind of get into the lobby and such. I think teams are debating matches and maybe taking a couple minutes. It's important to kind of realize that took about 30, 40 minutes just for one map, and that was a particularly back and forth one. And so, with any esport game or title in particular, you sometimes it takes a bit. And you gotta go have a bathroom break or something, right? What's the longest League of Legends game you've ever had, Subway? I know that's a
1 hour and 15 minutes.
yeah, that's a bit of time sitting there having to play, and I know these Counter Strikes and Valorant matches can similarly go a very long time. So it will be interesting to see where we go from here in the next one. If there's any agents or any tactics or maps you want to see next, what would you be thinking about? Where would they want to go?
Map wise, I just think a two-sided map would be so much better for Henderson. With Haven's one of those that's unique in that it's got 3 bomb sites, and I feel like Henderson had a little bit of trouble deciding a couple times there on which one to go for, and got flanked by that Phoenix too much because they had too many lanes to watch. They would look towards B or C and then forget how many paths that there were to get behind them. So I feel like a two-sided map would be better. I don't know all the map names, unfortunately, or I'd give you a more straighter answer.
No, understandable. Understandable.
Agent-wise, I wouldn't be against having a Phoenix or something on the team. I think the Raze is okay. I don't want to see the Brimstone, personally. I think having a Phoenix or even a Viper or something in place of the Brimstone, just to kind of have something that can slow their pushes down, would be great. Because the Brimstone smokes that were used really didn't slow their pushes down that much.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. It's one of those things with Brimstone, you need to have a lot of well, I mean, with any character that can have flashes or smokes go in such a precise place, that means you need to understand why you're placing that thing where, because that's a huge resource. I think one other thing I noticed that happened at least once is where the smoke gets called down, but the peak happens before the smoke is down. That's not, and that sometimes resulted in a death. So that's never a good situation there that happens when your utility goes off, but you at least didn't get to use it. So not a great thing. So we're still waiting on stuff to kind of get settled a bit. What in the world of esports are you looking forward to, Subway? Anything particular or any games you're playing besides your normal kind of element?
Not really, just sticking with League for the most part.
Hey, League of Legends is fun. It's definitely one I play a bit myself as well. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else be going on here. Well, hey, if any of you are interested, Henderson State University here. I'm Dr. John Price, the esports director over at Henderson State. This is we just technically our program. Doing math. Yep, turned 3 years old. Hey, that's always great to hear. We're a university based in Arkadelphia, Arkansas, and we have about 60 members of our program right now. And Valorant's one of the many different games we play, including League of Legends, Overwatch. And if you're interested in League of Legends or Overwatch, well, be here tomorrow because we have League of Legends is going. Henderson State's facing the Moccasins of Southern Florida, and Overwatch plays on Monday, though they don't know who they're facing off against yet because they don't get to find out until Sunday for that. So a lot of action, more esports action happening later this tomorrow as well as on Monday. So always give us a follow or like or follow us on any of our social media. Great times. And lots more of this fun casting action. And for other titles, we have a little bit more in-game sense knowledge, though. Subway, I'll be saying, you have been carrying hard here, so thank you. I'm perfectly fine being the support who sometimes grabs things, and while the ADC just mows down the lane. So,
yeah, I mean, I'm used to carrying from the time of playing League. For Henderson, so it's just kind of natural at this point.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have tried to stroke the ego at all or praise. So yeah, no, back to
all jokes. It's all jokes.
It's all jokes. I know. Fun times. So we should be getting going pretty quick here. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and deny that. So. One thing in chat, just please remember to keep it clean, so to speak. It's perfectly fun to have some fun and the like, but just remember this is a university-sponsored stream, and so we do try to keep things as much as we can, quote-unquote, kosher. So with that said, I think we're about ready to go. Yep, we're swiping, getting into the map. I just want to make sure that I have the sides on the right before I swap over. Yes, I do. Swapping back in here, and so we'll see. It'll be interesting to see what the picks we have this time for choices. So if Henderson decides to go up with something similar, or if they're going to switch off. Now, I don't think I personally, maybe I played Bind. It's been a bit, or at least a hot minute. So
Bind is it's a really good two-sided map that has a couple of little portals in it that kind of connect the different bomb sites. So yeah, not a lot of different stuff here coming out from the side of Houston. Besides for the Sova that hasn't been locked in yet, I'd like to see the Sova. That's always a fun one.
I'm not. I don't think I'm familiar with Silva. What does Silva do that's particularly interesting?
So, if I'm not mistaken, he can shoot arrows, one of which can spot enemies in a specific area that like shoots out pulses. And if somebody hits those pulses, then they get spotted. His ult, he can shoot, I think, up to 3 arrows that kind of turn into big lasers and go through the wall. So he's really good on maps like Bind because a lot of the lanes are really narrow. A lot of the hallways and things like that.
Gotcha. Well, it looks like Henderson's going... Well, they changed it up a little bit.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
They do go for the Killjoy and the Omen here, that's fine, really.
Yeah. No Sage, but let's see. We'll see how much that changes things overall here on the different sides. So, exciting to see here.
Yeah, there's no Sage, but they did put the top fragger, who was Konotoki, on a bit of a more aggressive agent that can kind of do a little bit more healing, which I think is a good idea.
Indeed, I think that's something. One of the things we saw that Henderson was doing is very great creeping kind of playstyle, very methodical, but at times there wasn't really a. It was a lot more reactive at times than you need to be. Sometimes you need to be proactive, and I think changing that up might get a little bit different play style than we have coming in here. So we'll see. All right, so Henderson starting off on attackers this time, and so this will be interesting to see how they decide to continue on with what they did during the first map and such. So anything in particular you're going to see that different play style might come out here, or?
I don't know. It's really interesting to me because I haven't seen how Henderson or Houston play on a 2-bomb-sided map. I think it could be a little bit harder for Houston to get their playstyle off because, you saw last time they were really aggressive on Haven and tried to rush the site that was weakest with maybe 1 member on it or something like that. That's not really as common of a thing on Bind because there's only 2 bomb sites. You do see some aggression by the Phoenix here, though. He's probably calling that it's not A at this point, but Breach knows otherwise. Going to be a fight here on short. Breach gets away, but Phoenix is behind Henderson for the push here.
We'll watch and see if he gets something. They're both going to round the corner at the same time. He gets a kill, and that, oh lord, 3K. Well, not 3K, but 3 kills. 4 kills. Oh wow, this might be an ace.
Yeah, this
is very, very bad for Henderson.
Sova's gonna get the kill here. I don't think he's expecting him. Yep.
Nope. Unfortunate there. So flawless to start it off. Not what we want to see, but again, eco rounds are eco rounds, but they do matter.
Yeah. They overcommitted when Breach used the utility early, which I think was a mistake because they hadn't cleared shower side. So when Phoenix is behind like that, it completely stops the push. The entire Henderson lineup wasn't together and ready for that push either, so it just seemed like a kind of. It just seemed like a bad decision in my opinion.
Yeah, it's one of those things you gotta. Throwing more money after bad is not necessarily something you want to be doing in these situations, especially early on these eco rounds. It's like, oh, okay, well, we already know that's trying to get something, but nothing yet there. Henderson wants to get some damage out of here, and no, not happening.
I mean, like I said, that's kind of expected, though. These rounds, a lot of teams just kind of troll, spend no money, and just try to have fun with it after they lose the pistol, because there's really no way you're going to win that round.
Yeah. No,
it's possible, but rarely ever happens.
Well, I think it's just the big thing is getting some type of punishment. So it's never great when you have 2 flawlesses in a row, but again, not the end of the world. But now we need to see Henderson really make some decisions here that comes up that kind of changes the game, so...
I want to see if they can kill the Phoenix and Jet here in showers, because they look like they're sending 2 to peek it, so it's going to be a 2v2 peeking showers here.
Let's see what happens. Oh, I think I hit the wrong button. Yep, there we go.
Phoenix is going to flash when they get closer. This could be bad for Henderson. Oh, Phoenix flash is going to be perfect timing.
Oh, snap! Wow! Holy cow!
It went past them and didn't blind them.
Ooh.
He waited a little bit too long.
Huge
Omen
plays
gets
coming
a
out
kill
here.
as well. That's one of the portals I was talking about, though, and it actually makes a really loud, audible noise when they go through it, so they know that Omen's behind here. Omen does know Raises in that
One
corner, so
enemy
this is...
Oh,
risky.
almost gets it, but a ton of damage comes out and gets taken out. Wow, good clear overall by Henderson. But yeah, a lot of that just came down to that Phoenix flash just not landing at all. Otherwise, that could have been horrendous for Henderson. But you know, hey, when it happens your way, you take it.
Yep. And you saw that he was trying to time it to where they would be like right at the entrance of showers if they were making the A push. They even put Jet there, which is a good idea. That's a really aggressive way to get a couple kills. But he mistimed it. Puts it too late, the flash completely misses. And I do think that the flash blinded Konatoki there, but I think he got a random blind headshot, which was amazing.
Yeah,
Extremely lucky.
Henderson seems to be poking really hard at this. Oh, wow, nice blind fire headshot.
Very true. Phoenix is pushed up in showers in the meantime. Phoenix, what he's doing here, the reason he plays showers, showers is one of the positions you want to put your best player on your team because it's the least often played and pushed spot by attackers. And that orb is the easiest one to grab. So you put him there, and even if the attack doesn't go to A, he grabs the orb, stacks up his ult, and then has a great time with it. You can see we're at round 4 now, and he's a kill on an orb away from, you know, having ult.
Right.
Which is pretty good. Now the push is coming on.
Oh, no.
One enemy remaining.
Unfortunate push. Killjoy's
Yeah.
getting flanked.
Oh, wow. Okay, there you go. Some clean kills there coming on to Holly Chan.
Yeah, I feel like that was a little bit rushed. I don't know if they had any utility left to use on Henderson's side there, but I feel like they could have probably played that a bit better. One thing that's good is Henderson is all across the board getting really close to ults. Same for Houston, but I personally like Henderson's ults just a little bit better.
Yeah.
Especially on the attacking side, but...
Well, they gotta. I mean, even on the attacking side, though, they gotta start making hay with that pretty quickly, because otherwise. Okay, see, we got the. Oh, yeah, that's the arrow you mentioned.
Now Phoenix hears him in showers here and pushes.
Gets it and gets 2. Yeah, that's bad.
He has ult as well. Gonna opt not to use it.
Oh,
That was
so
smart.
close.
Yeah, he uses flash there to match the sound of him pushing into showers to catch the Killjoy off guard there.
Wow. Henderson just looks like they're just gonna head over to B and try to see what they can get.
It's a really interesting flame wall by the Phoenix there as well. That's something he's obviously practiced. He threw it in a way that he was getting healed by his flames, but it didn't obstruct his vision very much. So that's obviously something he practiced. If somebody was to push showers there,
Oh
they'd
no!
be in for a...
That this is looking really rough right now for Henderson.
Yeah, I don't know. This is completely different from how they played the first game. In the first game, they rushed every site together, but in this one, there seems to always be 1 or 2 people behind that's not with the team. So the trades aren't coming in as well.
30 seconds left.
Because was his gun on single fire there? That was weird.
I think so.
Is that-
Yeah.
I don't even think that's a thing that can happen, but that was weird. It looks like he just shot once.
Yeah, we're gonna. I maybe. I wonder what's that. Maybe it's a bit of tilting issues, or this is just a map. I'm sure they practice this map plenty. It's just more of the strategies that they're trying to do so far just do not seem to be landing at all.
Yeah, this, in my opinion, just from my experience with League, that what's happening now kind of seems more like a tilt thing, to where, you know, there's a lot of times where after you lose a really close game, you overthink your mistakes and try to overcorrect. And that's what seems like happened here, because the playstyle is almost completely shifted.
Yeah,
They go from playing together to splitting into groups and not really matching the aggression as well from Houston.
Exactly.
There could be a kill or 2 here mid as well.
Well, let's see what happens. Well, Henderson doing some eco. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was huge. And unfortunately, the pistol shots don't land.
Yeah, that was another one of Silva's abilities. He has a scanner, but he also has a shock dart that can bounce off of walls.
And that's what took him out. Uh-oh.
Yes. Brimstone does cross there without being seen, but I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference because Sova's still checking it.
Yep, this was.
Good blind, but no guns to have any follow-up.
Yep, unfortunate. No, this is.
Spike down A.
Yeah, well, this is not the same team we saw last game right now, so far at least. And maybe, sometimes you get in a rut, you lose a few rounds in a row and everything else, and just, again, you like you're saying, you get into your own mind. But Henderson's got to snap out of it pretty quickly here. If they're gonna, otherwise, it's just got to be a very, very tall mountain to climb in the second half.
It is, and this is something else that's interesting. Holly Chan was not the top fragger in that last game. He was maybe third or fourth on Houston's side. And then this game, the person that was in first, being the Phoenix, is towards the bottom of the scoreboard. So it shows they have a little bit of versatility in who can carry on what maps, which is always nice to have. But on Henderson's side, the big kill players in the last time just aren't having as good of a game. And
Okay, we got something coming out here.
as I say that, they get a good pick from Konatoki. They do read where the Phoenix is. His ult is down. Can they finish the take? There's 2 in library. They don't see it. Omen gets a pick. Omen gets traded. The 2 in library.
Oh no, yep,
push out.
man. That's really difficult.
Phoenix knows exactly where Raze is here. This is hard for Raze.
Oh, it needs. Yeah.
Turns
it's
around
over
at the
back.
wrong time.
Unfortunate. Close. Henderson had, there was some life there, but unfortunately missed a couple of key rotations that were, or at least repositionings that happened, and they just kind of got whomped.
Well, the problem there is they went for a library plant, which is fine, but they didn't clear library. They planted even though library was still highly contested. Phoenix was the initial player in library and lived till the end of the round and got the final kill. I think they should have taken the portal there and gone to B instead. After the rotation started coming in, that just seems like the better play. Because if you do the library plant and don't have control of library, literally every single angle on the map can kill you.
Yeah. No, it's one of the you gotta clear the positions you're planning on holding and at least watching from beforehand. Otherwise, it's kind of like planting along A and not clearing it, clearing pit.
Sova does spot all of them there with that radar dart, though. He does have to take the portal to get out, but it's not that big of a deal. I don't know if this is Reyna ult or not, because I don't know what it looks like. But if it is, it's kind of scary.
Oh, some great blind fire, but didn't actually end up landing it. But a huge amount of damage just comes out on Henderson due to that.
Spike planted.
They get the sight.
Oh,
but
nice hit. Oh, wow.
There's not many angles they had kind of been able to watch very consistently. They all just kind of stacked on top of sight and didn't take control of many angles at all.
No, and Henderson's just blind here at this point. And so if you were talking to Henderson right now, like what brings them back from this? And am I getting it? For some reason I didn't see any progress at the fuse for that. But what would you be saying?
I mean, honestly, I don't know if tactical timeouts are a thing you can do in this, but I think they need to take one and have just a little chat and try to calm down and take a breather. Because they're on a big losing streak. They lost a game that they were, they had a good chance to win in the last one. Very good effort, but like I said, it's a completely different team. They need to calm it down, take a breath, talk it out, and get in the right mindset here.
Exactly. Yeah. No, a timeout here or just deep breaths, I think was probably what I'd be saying right now, is just necessary because we saw last map they're capable of a lot more. And it
is another save on Henderson's side,
is.
to be fair.
But
Frog does get a kill.
There you go. That's better than 2 kill. No, that was I was in the wrong perspective, I thought. So gets at least a kill, so something.
And this Sova is just doing so well right now. 14 kills on the Sova. That's more than the entirety of Henderson's lineup has right now.
Yeah.
The Sova is feeling nice. That first game, I feel like got them really warmed up.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're performing really well on Houston's side. That's for sure.
That's for sure. Yep. We'll have to.
I think this is still very doable from Henderson. They just got to get in that right mindset.
They need to wake up right now. They need to get these last couple of rounds so they have a little bit more feasibility. Okay, couple of that bathroom.
Okay. That's actually okay.
No, not bad. At least trades, but let's see.
Yeah, I think that should have gone a lot better for Henderson because they were prepared for that aggression, but it seems
Uh-oh.
like...
Hey,
that's a
there we
good kill,
go.
Sova.
Got the alt up there on Wrath, so maybe we'd see the bazooka. Okay, getting the rotation. They thought they were swapping over to B already.
Yeah, and they take advantage of that because, like I said, it makes a very loud sound cue. They take advantage of hearing that sound. And plant.
Uh-oh. Oh. Yep.
Last player standing.
1v1.
Oh, the plant doesn't stick.
Oh, no.
Planted.
Difficult situation now. Can Big Worm...
Breach is on site. He doesn't expect it. He's gonna get killed here.
Oh,
Yep.
so close. Wow. Very, very unfortunate that that plant didn't go off the way they needed.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because when that plant gets put in that corner, as the breach, you know exactly where that Omen is. But if the plant, finishes initially, Omen has some opportunities to reposition. I think he should have used his teleport a little bit earlier as well, because he kind of wasted a lot of time just prepping it. But that was definitely a lot closer of a round.
It was.
We'll see more of those. It'll be good.
Yeah, hopefully, Henderson kind of like says, okay, we can do this. We had some unfortunate issues happen, but this is doable. But it's one of those things, like, you get around like that, it's like, okay, we got it, and then all of a sudden at the end, it kind of like, oh, misplant and everything. That can be demoralizing. So the Reddies got to really get their head back in the game here.
There aren't another full buy, though, which is okay. Jet still has the operator. What's happening here? Looks like they're pushing up. Omen could die.
Yeah.
Omen does die. Sova could go for a trade, though, and if Sova gets this trade, that's Spike.
Oh, no.
Spike down.
That is bad.
Spike's down. Phoenix ults through the portal, which is a really smart idea. Because his ult, whenever he dies, it takes him back to his previous location. So he actually goes in the portal to try to do damage, and he comes straight back out.
This is looking really rough.
Yeah. But see, Breach there in that scenario, there's no reason he should push up. The Spike is still down back in the base, and Reyna hasn't been able to get it yet. And Breach starts pushing the site. That's just too early. There's no reason for it. They did hear Jet go in the portal, though, so Omen's got to be careful here.
Uh-oh, and here it comes out. Ah,
Oh,
close.
that's unfortunate. Oh no, behind Reyna.
Oh, no.
Spike down A. 30 seconds left.
Not at half yet, so these kills aren't going to count for at least the next round, but
Yeah, this doesn't look doable. There's not enough time left. They're
No.
probably just gonna wait the timeout. He's gonna try to. Okay.
Yep,
That
close.
that was smart of him to rush, because if he doesn't rush there, what Houston was doing was they were waiting for the time to hit 0 before they push him. Because something not a lot of people realize is if you die on the losing team after the round is ended, you get no money for the round.
Oh, wow. I had no idea.
So if Omen doesn't rush there, he gets no money. And because it looks like Henderson wants to go for another buy here, which they are, he wouldn't have been able to buy with the team.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing to know, especially if you're playing this competitively or attempting to shoutcast it. Oh, Lord. So Henderson got another, at least overall, pretty good buy. We'll have to... There, hey, that's a great kill. Oh.
Another great one, but traded back on Killjoy.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Ray's ult misses the mark there, doesn't hit anybody.
Oh, no. Cabbage Cow down.
Unfortunate
Oh,
series of
double.
trades.
Yeah, that was just, yep, unfortunate.
Well, it was a little bit too slow of a push
Switching
through
sides.
A short there to get to site, whereas the people who went through showers were already on site, and then the ones that went on site didn't peak together, so they both get traded out by the same person.
Yeah, Henderson really is like map one. We really saw Henderson sticking together as a unit. You know, they'd have one or two people kind of swap off to different sides and such. But I think one of the things I think we both expected, because there'd just be 2 points, that Henderson could use that tactic even more. But we saw them decide to kind of split off more often. So I'm kind of we'll see what happens here on defense. Henderson needs to win this first round hard. Otherwise, it's not gonna look good.
Yeah, if they lose pistol round, then
This-
it's very hard because, I mean, again, you know, we've mentioned we don't expect anybody to win with pistols versus guns. So if they lose pistol round, they're against SMGs and they have to buy at most sheriffs, which just isn't a good situation to be in.
Yep.
A lot of trading coming down here mid from the Jet, doing a lot of damage. Not a lot being traded back, and I think Breach used most of his ammo there as well, unfortunately. Yeah, they're rushing site.
There. Okay, there was just seemed to be some just delayed reactions coming out from some of the Henderson
Yeah,
players.
Raze was
I
a
don't-
bit asleep at the wheel there.
One enemy
Yeah.
remaining.
This is unfortunate.
I mean, getting some kills at least, but no, not a,
Okay.
Okay, you know, hey, they're making it worth it. Let's see if Konatoki can bring this back in and somehow, or at least make them pay for it more.
Jet's gonna flank here though, maybe? No.
Ah, nice try. This
Really
is
good try by Reyna.
yep, very close, but this is Henderson's gonna have to buy here just to be use what they have to buy because otherwise this is just over. So this is gonna be a rough rest of this map at all if Henderson can pull this off. It's
Armor and pistols all around, except for, you know, an SMG and an LMG on Henderson's side, whereas we've got, you know, full SMGs and full armor plus a Bulldog
yeah.
on the side of Houston.
Yeah,
And I'm
Henderson's,
guessing Henderson has no utility, whereas Houston has full.
yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Sova gets aggressive here. Doesn't get punished.
No.
B's been lost, however. They do trade back Sova, but B's lost to watch Jet.
Mm-hmm.
Jet does go down.
Okay, but gets traded back. So
B is still down though. Konatoki goes down to
taken
Omen,
out.
unfortunately. Killjoy's a bit slow on the rotation there. Breach should wait for Killjoy here. He still is the Omen, so they're okay there, but Breach needs to wait for Killjoy.
Oh
Flash
no.
comes in.
Yep.
Panics with the shots.
Unfortunately.
That's game.
Yep, that's game.
Attackers win.
Well, GG's University of Houston takes it 2-0. So unfortunate for the Reddies, but hey, a good set of games. We'll go ahead and go back to the main screen here while we can just finish some things up and GG's go out and the like. But just some, what are your thoughts, kind of like as we exit out of here for both teams as we close up?
For both teams, when it comes to Houston, I feel like they played really well. Did really well with the aggressive play style and took advantage of every opening they got. For Henderson, they did really well a lot of the times at being coordinated and pushing together in that first game. Just got to work on the coordination a little bit, especially when they're behind and trying to calm down after a tough loss, and I think they'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah, no, indeed. So congratulations, University of Houston. Great games there. Henderson's got some work to do, but at the same time, we saw some great potential there. So thank you all for joining us on this Shoutcast. I hope you have a great rest of your day as well as a great weekend. I'm Dr. John Price here, Esports Director, Henderson State University. And thank you again, Subway, for joining us for this cast. You've definitely carried this one, as I do not have as much experience as I would like with Valorant yet. But hey, great overall cast, and hope you all have a great rest of your day.
Yep, have a good one.